For the Jubilee Year of 1925, Don Dolindo wrote a letter to Pope Pius XI. He said, "Most Blessed Father, as the Jubilee Year begins, many grave evils threaten the Church and mankind. These evils cannot be restrained by human resources, but only by the divine life of Jesus Christ within us. Yet Christian people are lacking in divine blood, and thus no longer live the life of the Church, and no longer listen to the voice of the Supreme Shepherd. A great battle is being waged between good and evil, order and disorder, truth and error, the Church and apostasy. Many hearts will be defenseless in this battle. Priests are languishing in the indolence of an inactive life. Souls consecrated to God are impoverished, bereft of sanctifying life. There is neither a city nor a country that is free from scandal. The shepherds are half asleep. Though they continue to struggle on, yet they no longer have the strength to revive a floundering flock that is straying from them, and the clergy is drained of vitality. Most Blessed Father, your Christian people need to be armed. Anemic and consumptive souls require a truly divine life. Jesus is thirsting to give himself and is asking you, Blessed Father, for you have God's treasures. You have the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Only you can open the fonts of life. In 1900, Pope Leo XIII, pressed by the prayers of a humble nun, consecrated the world to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And now Jesus is allowing a poor priest to speak to you, an immolated, humiliated, desolate priest, and thus one most suited to address you, since God makes use of what is ignoble. O most blessed Father, every additional Mass is a battle won for the Church. Give Jesus to humanity, increase the breadth of his life, open the holy door to his love. You need to feed the sheep and the lambs, and there is no pasture more fertile and life-giving for the Church than the Eucharist. It has already been 7 years that Jesus has been manifesting his ardent thirst to sacrifice himself and to give of himself. Not finding another means to forewarn the Church, he desired my complete immolation, permitting that I be regarded as a lunatic, even though I had done nothing other than labor for his glory. So here I am, 7 years having now transpired, yet still covered in calumny and deprived for 4 years now of celebrating Holy Mass. Deprived of that priesthood that I have loved above everything else, abandoned and dispossessed of everything. I have kept silent, content with my destruction, for the cross is the path of God's works. Now, however, I can no longer keep silent without sinning, for Jesus' desire to give of himself is urgent and vital. Most Blessed Father, I am confident that Jesus' desire at present is this, that I myself speak to you, the Supreme Shepherd, so that you can evaluate, in the light of God, if what I propose is truly his will. Jesus wishes to multiply his sacrifice of the altar. The precious treasure of Holy Mass should not be solely a means of sustenance for the priest, but also a reparation for humanity's wreckage. Your Holiness could concede permission to those devout priests who requested the faculty to celebrate more than 1 Mass per day for the triumph of the Church, the sanctification of souls, and the restoration of the kingdom of Jesus Christ. Towards the same goal, Your Holiness could concede to the faithful the right to receive Holy Communion at every Mass they attend, so that they may more fully participate in the Holy Sacrifice. Your Holiness could concede that bishops and pastors offer the Holy Sacrifice with great solemnity at Vigil Masses, and that the faithful, having fasted for 3 hours, receive communion as well. Your Holiness could concede that bishops carry the Blessed Sacrament in a case on their heart, and, in this manner, be shepherds living with him and for him. Your Holiness should be the prime living example of our Eucharistic Lord. Pius IX carried our Lord with him as he fled to Gaeta. Your Holiness should carry him with you to radiate Eucharistic life to the world. In time, the most devout priests would form the living temple of Jesus Christ. Most Blessed Father, may this be the jubilee of Jesus' love. Recollect yourself in him, consult him in prayer, and you will see that with the opening of the holy door, humanity will be revived with new life, and the true peace of Christ will follow. Arrivederci till next time. Gesù, pensaci tu. Jesus, you take over.